So today is Monday, April 8th. It is the date of the total solar eclipse. It happened earlier this morning around, we had like the peak of it at 11:15 a.m. but really we didn't get much coverage. It was supposed to be like 54% coverage, but honestly it was a really bright morning, one of the brightest mornings we've had in a while. So not much to see here, but I will put a picture of what it looked like. A friend sent me. So curious to know if you were into that and if you saw it and what it was like for you. I wasn't gonna film today, but I have quite a few plants that need tending to, mostly lots of watering. There's some pretty dehydrated plants going on here in my office. Several of the plants are very thirsty in the IKEA Mills Botal cabinet, and I need to mist my poles and make, the water. I need to add the BTI drops and stuff like that. So I figured I would take you along and we would do it together for a little encouragement. Because watering takes me the longest, I think we'll start there with watering plants, and then we can, as they're kind of just soaking, we'll mist the poles and let's see what else comes up. Don't judge me. Even though I am a chronic underwaterer, I don't usually let them get this dehydrated, especially not other plants, but pothos are so resilient. Unfortunately, they get a little bit more neglected. In case I haven't shared or you don't know, what I usually do is I will soak my plants completely through, either in the shower, in the sink. I'll do that like once or twice, and then I'll bring a catch tray and I'll do my nutrient-rich cocktail and let them soak there for like 20-30 minutes. So the two pothos currently are on the first stage of that, so I'll move on to watering whatever the cabinet needs. And then lots of my plants on the window shelf also need watering. So this is gonna be a process. I'm definitely concerned I've waited too long to water this guy, and I'm worried about how many leaves I'm gonna lose. Do you see how wrinkly? I don't usually like to wait until Hoyas get wrinkly because I feel like you've waited too long. Once they're wrinkly, like, you're probably going to lose some leaves. each other. Look how pretty this is growing in all white. To the side. Take a look at a couple other plants. So this is my poly that I've had now for a minute, and it's just now showing me a new growth point, but it's also given me a baby. I got 13 corms when I first got it, and somehow it still had more in there. So I'm not complaining. This reservoir is actually looking good. It actually has 2 babies, if you can see. And then this new growth point from the main plant, I could be wrong, but it seems to have like 2 leaves emerging. This one, you're not gonna believe. Look at this new leaf I just got. It's massive. It's for reference, let's see, put it next to my head if I can. This is my head for reference, or this is me. It's huge. I measured it the other day and it is like 19 or 20 inches. So it's massive. And this is ready for water. Sorry, quick battery change, but what I wanted to say is I like to water a pond from the top just like I would a normal plant. I know that like lots of these planters or even the lechuza planters advertise like a little like, you know, you can just fill it without needing to top fill, but I like to do this. And she's all set. While we're here, I'll show you an update. We chopped my Monstera adansonii in my moss pole care video recently. So this is the mother plant. I got another all white leaf, but the one after that has green. I'm so excited. I have 2 activated nodes down here, if you can see them, but nothing's come of them yet. So we'll see what continues to happen, but I'm so excited to see this green. And then the one that I chopped, the perlite turned completely disgusting, so let's try to ignore that the best that we can. Look how gross. I got a mostly white leaf, but the one that's coming in has green. I am so excited. And I do think there were 2 cuttings in here, but I'm only seeing that growth from that one. And I can see quite a bit of roots at the bottom. So we'll see what continues to happen, but I'm so happy to see some green coming back. I can't wait. Since we're here, I'll show you my gloriosum. I just got this brand new leaf. It honestly looks a little bit light in color, but the vein looks pink, which is so cute. And I can't figure out why it would be light other than maybe it's getting too much light in there, but I do still love it. Let's move on to the plants in the window shelf. For these plants, I'm going to be taking them all into the kitchen. I will give them a thorough rinse and soak through in the sink, and then I will add the reservoir so that they can soak for a little bit longer. So I'll just take you along. I'm gonna take this opportunity, given the spill, to clean all the window shelves and vacuum that rug since obviously soil got everywhere. But first, I'm going to feed the two pothos that are in the shower, and then we'll move on to tidying. I love this jug pump setup. My only complaint is I'm impatient and it takes a minute for the pump to fill up my liter water jug, but I mean it's really a me thing. It works great. I'm not adding a reservoir to these. Like I said, I really do take advantage of the fact that pothos are so resilient. So I just water over the top, let it drain, and it should soak up what it needs. Also, these need to kind of drain like for a full day before I can return them to their spot, because those shelves they're on are wood and they're not sealed. So I don't want any water to get onto them. That's it. I was just coming in with my cleaning supplies and a plant just got delivered. I mean plant mail. So let's open that first and get a little break from these chores. This actually works out perfect because I will open the plant in here and then it's perfect time in case I spill any soil or anything, and I'll vacuum after. So this is the box. It's from BWH and you may not be surprised as to what the plant is at all. In my defense, I have slowed down plant shopping a lot since my last video where I, had the major plant haul. Okay. Here it is. All these peanuts are biodegradable, by the way, so I love that. And I always recycle all of my plant packaging for whenever I may need to send out a plant myself. Okay, so here it is. The name is on the other side, so I won't show you. I'll leave you in suspense for a minute. I'm so excited to see it. Oh, already looks so cute. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, I'm so excited to add this to the family. It's an Anthurium crystallinum, just an OG. It has 4.5-ish leaves. One of them's gonna go. But look how cute. This is the biggest one, the newest one, I assume. I'm definitely going to be transferring this out of whatever soil it's in and put it in pond. Maybe we'll just do that today, right now, too. Notice how I'm putting off cleaning the window. No, but that has to be done. It's a giant mess down there. So I'm up to 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm up to 8 anthurium varieties right now, which sounds crazy. I really just dove headfirst into the anthurium world. But so far so good, and I am loving them. This is so pretty. Yeah, I think let's just go ahead and transfer it to pond right now and get that over with, and then we'll set it up over in my laundry area so it can quarantine for a couple weeks before I put it in the cabinet. We're just going to do it right here next to my sink because the room is a mess enough. Ooh, it has quite a few roots, which is nice. Honestly, every anthurium I've gotten, I feel like, has a really nice root system, which is very exciting. Look at that. I'm just going to rinse these a little bit to get all of the soil off, and then we can pot it into pond. So here's what they're looking like. There's an itty bitty left, but I'm not going to worry about that because I don't want to mess with the roots too much. This is a self-watering pot I'm using. This is the smallest I can find, which is supposed to be like a 4-inch, but I really wish I could get like a 3.5-inch, because this still seems kind of big, but it should be fine. If it was soil, I'd be much more concerned. This is looking so cute already. So excited. I had already rinsed this pond, so I'm just going to go ahead and water over it. And then if we can keep a look at this little meter. Okay, so according to this, it's full. Look how cute! I'm going to spray down the leaves with some neem and insecticidal soap, and then we'll set him up in his quarantine spots. And you know, since we're here, I got this anthurium dorayaki at a plant event 2 or 3 weeks ago. So let's go ahead and transfer him to pond 2. Nice healthy roots again, although I do think I'm gonna need a smaller pot for this, which is fine. But I'll just rinse these off and come back with a smaller pot. Here are these roots, and this is the pot I'm gonna be using. It has an inner with the wick, and then it has this little window so that we can see the water level. So yeah. Here's this cutie. Let's water him through. And he's all set. He's actually gonna go in my Millsbo wide cabinet. He's been quarantining long enough and he's ready. That was a fun little intermission. Now time to clean up. Now I'm gonna go around with my mister and top off any of the moss pools that need it, which should be most of them. I gave all of the moss pools pots a thorough watering just a few days ago, so they're not ready for water, but the moss is getting a little dry. Honestly, I feel like our humidity has gone up and down quite a bit recently, even though it has been raining and pretty humid, but it's come down like all the way to like the 45, 46, which I know is not super dry, but that's also not common for my environment. Usually I'm in the 55 to 60, so a little different, and it does affect how quickly the moss pools dry out. So let's just really quick go through and top off what's needed. This is filtered water and BTI fungus gnat and a living drop, so that's it. I don't do like fertilizer in my moss pole, only when I'm watering the whole plant, and then I'll go ahead and top it off with that, but otherwise it's just water and the BTI. I'm so excited about this Snow Queen. It's upsizing already and it's coming in so nice stark white. Look at all these roots. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. This is gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on these plant chores. I was not motivated to do. Sharing with you definitely helped. I hope you enjoyed. Let's chat down below. Let me know what planty chores are your favorite or what do you least like doing. Thanks again for spending your time with me, and I hope to see you really soon.